friends. Hello, 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 friends. And welcome to Therapy Thursdays. Today is the first Therapy After Dark. So, what I have with me here is my adult coloring book and my metallic pencils. And I'm excited. I have some sound and art for us. And I'm going to get going. Has anyone ever done henna before? I am pretty pumped about doing henna. I'm also going to set up Instagram Live. And so I thought that I was going live, and apparently I wasn't. Still working out the kinks. Let's see here. I think that do that. I go to the story and like I swipe or something like that. Still working on it. Let's see here. Let's see. Today we're doing some wind chimes. Pretty pumped about it. I've gone live a million times and suddenly it escapes me. Gotta love it. Okay. It's coming. It's a little warm in here, so I'm excited about the coolness that's coming. Let me just put in the chat what you will need. You will need paper, and crayons, markers, colored pencils, and adult coloring book is also fine. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this off. I love my little bow tie, but I think I'm going to let that go. It's a little warm in here, so as I cool down, because I was doing much activity, so as I cool down, I'm going to focus on this. Okay, so you'll need paper, an adult coloring book and paper. And crayons, markers, or pencils. All right, so I've got my henna here. I'm excited. My sister Kiwana and I got henna done together in Manhattan. I think it was a Shecky's event in the city. It was one of those events, you know, you go to the city and it's like this great little shopping experience. And yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and we got our henna done, and it was just super cool. It was just like super cool. Can't even, I don't know. Just super cool. And we had our little hands, and it was here, and it was cool. I also got henna done in Abu Dhabi. It was either Abu Dhabi or Khalifa. I can't really remember, but that was fun too. I love getting henna done on my feet. I actually have a henna pen. So as I go through this, are there any designs that strike you guys? I kind of like this one to start. And as I'm looking through here and trying to figure out what I'm going to actually color, I want to encourage you to come every Therapy Thursday. We're going to be live at 9:05 p.m. Mostly weeklies, I guess, wink, wink, right? Just in case. Happy 4th to those of you who are celebrating the 4th of July in 2 days. I think the things that I like are kind of at the front. Oh, this is a nice one. I like symmetry. So this is really gonna work for me. All right, so I think I'm gonna start with that one. And I have my pencils. So I'm gonna go in with purple. Purple in Feng Shui is a prosperity color. And I'm regularly thinking and looking and focusing on ways to prosper and help other people to prosper. Beloved, that you would all prosper and be in health, even as your soul or your mind and your capacities prosper. So I'm excited about that. All right. I think I'm just gonna pepper it in. These are metallic pencils. I like that. There's a little sheen to them. I'm gonna do my best to do the same thing on both sides. I don't know that I will. If you have a pencil or a pen, or you're using markers and you don't necessarily have a coloring book like I have, it's not something to even worry about on any level. What you can do is you can draw something symmetrical. You can even draw your name in bubble letters. Remember back in the days, you would draw a big old, my name is A-M-I-N-A-H, right? So I would draw a big old bubble letter A, big old M-I-N-A-H. So that might be fun too. And then you can just slowly color it in as you listen to the chimes. I think chimes are so relaxing. Can you guys hear those chimes? So pleasant, so pleasant. I have a set of chimes that my sister's brother, my best friend's brother, gave to me years ago. And I said, I need to put those up. If you have a question, you can feel free to type it in the chat. Let me know who's here. Give me a hi. I'm liking this. My cousin Shoshana would love me doing this purple. And then I have a woman I know who's brilliant. Her name is Stephanie. And she would love this purple too. So many people like purple as a favorite color. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do honor some colors. I think my favorite kind of purple is like eggplant, that color. Hi, Elisa. How are you? The chimes, right? Giving life. Thing I was just talking about you. I was just saying how Leno gave me a set of chimes and I said I have to put them up. These chimes are life. They're quiet and they're so pleasant and easy, breezy. And so hot topics. Any hot topics this week? Wink, wink. Fireworks. What are we thinking about these fireworks? They're driving me nuts. Are they driving anybody else nuts, or maybe I'm by myself? I tend to be frustrated about the fireworks because I heard that the fireworks are a form of protest for Black Lives Matter, right? Now that's what I heard. Here's my challenge. If the chimes, if the fireworks happened at the same time every night, or if they happened for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, back to back to back, then I don't think I would really mind the fireworks. But here's what's happening in my area. People are just setting off fireworks at different times of the night randomly. For you too, right, Elisa? So yeah, every day starting at 5. The sun is up. What you doing? What is happening? Now, Fina, that's what I was saying. Where are people getting these fireworks from? Because they're illegal in New York. So here's my conspiracy theory. Somebody is putting those fireworks in the hands of the people who are buying them. And from what my clients are telling me, police are not responding when you call them. What is that about? So for me, I'm like, is there some kind of deal that says, oh, just let them have the fireworks so that there's no more upheaval? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you, Fina. I don't remember there being this much activity with fireworks in former years. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So Elisa, you think that they're hurt because they're being defunded? Do you think that's actually going to happen? I don't know that I agree that the police are going to be defunded. I think that there's so much bureaucracy. What's that? And that, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a realist in that. I know that people are paying more attention to us now. This is what I've done so far, by the way. So I know people are, paying more attention to the fact that our lives matter being the very minimum now. But I don't know. I feel like it's probably not going to happen, at least not to the extent that we think it's going to happen. It's a matter of protest. Think about it like this. We're getting murdered all times of the day. So, Fina, do you think that that's legitimate, though, with the firecrackers? Here's my challenge, and I think that's what you're talking about, the firecrackers, right? Here's my challenge with that. We're interrupting one another. So we're interrupting our neighbors. We're interrupting the sleep cycles of the children. I have to work every day, or I get to work every day. Like, I'm privileged and honored to work every day. And my work day starts at 8. So if firecrackers are still going off at 4:30 a.m., what sleep am I really getting? And I'm a pretty good sleeper, but I do stir. I get to go back to sleep, but sometimes it takes 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and I don't know, that doesn't feel good. So I agree that we are getting killed at all times of the day, but I wonder, is their protest mismanaged, misdirected, misguided? Because interrupt the people that can make a change. Do you hear the firecrackers? There they go. As soon as I said it, right? And it is 9:18. What are we doing? What are we doing at 9:18? Now, today, tomorrow, and Saturday, and probably Sunday, there's going to be fireworks for Independence Day. For those of you who celebrate it again, I say I wish you happy 4th of July. You have to forgive me. I'm jaded. Because for me, Juneteenth is as close to 4th of July as we can get, but still, it's not the same. And if you disagree with me, that's okay, but I'm going to state my opinion. I don't think that was a 4th of July, at least not for me. So, is what it is. I do appreciate the liberties, though, that being in the U.S. affords us, though it didn't afford my ancestors the same liberties, it affords me some liberties. So, yeah, I'm a little jaded. People don't care. There are pets that are going crazy in house. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Is the house Brooklyn holding up, Delphina? Because is Brooklyn interrupted by that? And here's the other thing, right? So you all know that I work with children who are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder for the most part. These babies, their sleep is disrupted. And guess what that means? That means the next day, their schedule is disrupted. And guess what that means for us therapists? A tougher session. because their bodies are dysregulated. And people don't think about those kinds of things. It's like, I hear your protest. Protest with your money, where you spend your money. Protest with your vote. I wonder how many people that are setting off firecrackers actually went to the votes. And now, I'll say it too. You know, I'm jaded in terms of the whole I'm jaded in terms of the entire piece of the voting process, the electoral college, like all of those things. But so many people died, like not just were hurt, family, like not just showed up to the elections and were like hit and thrown, rocks thrown, and you know, a cross burned on your lawn. Like not even just that, but like people literally died so that we have the right to go and to choose our ballots. Quick story. So story time, right? Okay. So imagine my grandmother is an early voter, right? She's a person that gets up early and she, you know, she's going to go and vote at whatever time of day. And so gets up, she goes to the school, because you know in communities that schools are places where you can vote. But anyway, so she goes to vote. I stopped coloring for that one, right? Okay, this is how far I got. All right. So she goes to vote. Can you guys imagine that there was only one sheet for her to vote? So it didn't even have the local representatives in politics. Now, if you know my grandmother on any level, you'll know that she will not have that. And she proceeded to tell them there are at least 2 pages, and you all better come up with the other page at minimum. She stayed there for another, I want to say 20 minutes. But imagine if the booths opened at 6 o'clock, how many people only voted and just accepted that there was only one sheet? I'm concerned about things like that. For me, that's a conspiracy. For me, that's something that they kind of knew. Now, my point is in all of this, still vote, right? Still like make your voice heard on some level. Here's the other piece. Anybody ask for an absentee ballot but get it the day after we were supposed to vote? What kind of nonsense is that? So, just saying. I don't know. I heard a couple of stories like that. Let me see. I never really celebrated the 4th. Yeah. I did. I'm a celebrator. Like, if it's something to be celebrated, I'm a celebrator. I rock with the, like, you know, let me tell you, I done, you know, got my red, white, and blue beads to put on, and usually have some glasses that light up, and I like to actually go and look at the fireworks outside and be amongst the people, and let's see. Yeah. At least I see, like, yeah, I get it, to be disrupted and frightened by the fact. All of it is crazy. So Brooklyn is kind of having he's getting immune to it, Fina? Can you imagine? No dog should have to deal with that, though. I'm just saying. It doesn't make any sense. Again, they're going off, but what purpose do they serve? If they help somebody somewhere, cool. If they were celebratory, cool. I mean, I can even tolerate them up to midnight, but come on. Those of us who are working, first of all, if you're working, I'm thinking you're not the one shooting the firecrackers, right? Second of all, if you're working, like, go to sleep. Go to sleep. What about the people that gotta sleep? Just saying. What are y'all working with over there? Are y'all coloring too? Adult coloring books, or just like coloring, just listening to the chimes? What's going on? I'm curious. We're at the 20-minute point, and I'm going to give it 1 more minute. So Therapy Thursdays is going to happen every Thursday, and it's going to be art and sound therapy. And I want to welcome you back over and over and over again. We're going to do some hot topics But we're also going to do some questions. So if you have some questions about anything, you're frustrated about something, you just want to chat, you can feel free to go ahead and type it in the chat. So grateful for everybody who joined in today and chimes in. You just went to your polling site. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I call this therapy after dark, right? After the kids and the pets are put to sleep, you can come on over here and just veg out. Next week, Thursday, we're going to be doing a rock garden. And so if you got some value out of tonight, I'd love for you to hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, do subscribe. If you were with us at all tonight, we did a full sign language book. One was Good Night Moon, and that was ages 1 to 4, and the Read and Sign With Me page. And for ages 5 through 8, we did I Am Enough, and we fully signed it, y'all. I'm so excited about my learning in American Sign Language, and I encourage you guys to do the same. Let's see. The ones I see when I'm driving are children and young people. Yeah. So in the last 2 minutes of this, as I keep going with my coloring, Elisa, you saw young people. I haven't seen anybody yet. Here's the thing that I have a challenge with. These are like commercial, professional grade firecrackers. Like, I used to have to go to Coney Island and sit down and have several seats just to see and hear the incredible level of firecrackers that there are in my neighborhood. Who's giving them to us? That's my question. Who's selling them to us? They're not legal here. So I think they're legal in Philly. So you driving to Philly? Is everybody going at the same time? Or everybody pooling money? What's happening? I don't understand. Thank you, my best friend. My best friend said, I don't have a book. I just saw you were on, so I joined. That's what sisterhood is, y'all. That is family. That's my best friend, y'all. Go, best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Ow. All right. So I have actually got to this point, and what I may do is just do a little to be continued situation. Brooklyn is asleep, Fina. You tried it. You tried it. All right. So thank you, friends, for being here for our first Therapy Thursdays. We'll be here mostly weekly. I'll see you next week, and that will be June the 9th, and we're going to be doing a rock garden. So the supplies that you'll need are an empty jar, any empty jar that you like. I like pretty glasses, so you can do like a stem glass or you can do a stemless glass. And you can buy a bag full of assorted rocks from Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store, anything like that, like super simple things. Or if you go to the beach and you collect a bunch of rocks, be sure to get different colors. And a flower. So it can be an air plant, or it can be those flowers that you find in the bunches in different stores. You can go high end and go to Michael's. I love beautiful lace flowers that are sold at Michael's. Or you can go budget friendly and just go to Dollar Tree and grab some flowers. I will see you then, friends. So glad you were here, and we'll see you next Thursday.